दीदी दीदी मैं एडमिट कर रहा हूँ सबको ठीक है
Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon to all.
Parents are requested to kindly mute their mics. We should start after 2 minutes. They become
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, Honorable Director Sir, Head of the school, coordinators, and dear parents. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to our Parents Orientation Program session 2026-27. Your presence shows your commitment towards your child's education and overall development, and we deeply value this partnership. At our school, we believe that education is a shared journey between teachers and parents. While we guide and nurture your children in school, your support and encouragement at home play an equally important role in shaping their future. Today's orientation is designed to give you an insight into our curriculum, teaching methods, school policies, and the various opportunities we provide for your child's holistic development. We aim to not only focus on academics but also on building values, creativity, discipline, and life skills. Let us work hand to hand to make learning a joyful and meaningful experience for every child. Honey, ma'am, I would request you to please change the slide right from the beginning. We all welcome you all to the St. Angel's group of schools. Ma'am, next slide. Next. These are some of our branches. Prayer School at Greenwood City, Gurugram. St. Angel's Senior School, Sector 45, Gurugram. St. Angel's Global School, Sector 70, Gurugram. St. Angel's Juniors, Sector 16, Rohini, New Delhi. And St. Angel's Senior School, Sector 15, Rohini, New Delhi. Ma'am, next slide. These are highlights of our school achievements. Our head of the school has been nominated for the Best Teacher Award under India's Top 12 Awards. Our school has been recognized, awarded international recognition by the British Council. Ma'am, next slide. These are some of our students' achievements in inter-school competitions. Students have presented their projects at academic exhibition. They even participated in the cricket competition, dance competition held at GT Goenka, workshop on AI Impact Festival 2025 attended by the students, young achievers recognized as Olympiad winners. Students have always also been awarded for the literary excellence at Literary Fest. Recognition for excellence in essay writing competition by Pari Yadav. This is our exceptional achievement. Next slide, ma'am. It gives me immense pride in presenting our class 10th merit holders. Their perseverance and commitment has made us proud, thus setting a benchmark. Next slide, ma'am. Our school motto: determination, dedication, desire, dream, and discipline. I dream the things that never were possible, and I say, why not? And then my desire, dedication, and determination change the dream into reality. Next slide, ma'am. These are our mentors, Mr. Ashutosh Bhardwaj, Chairman, Mrs. Seema Bhardwaj, Director Principal. Ma'am, please move to the previous slide. Previous. Mrs. Seema Bhardwaj, Director Principal. Mr. K.L. Sopti, retired as Legal Head, New Delhi. Ma'am, please could you move the slide, previous slide. Ms. Nilima Kamra, City Coordinator, Gurugram, and Mr. Divya Chok. Mrs. Khyati Arya, our head of the school. Now I request ma'am to take forward the presentation to explore the initiatives and vision that continue to drive our institution towards excellence. Handing over to you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Devika ma'am. A very good afternoon, a very warm welcome to all our new parents, students, and heartfelt welcome to our existing members of the school family. I request I think there is one person joined here by the name of Anita. Ma'am, kindly mute yourself as it is creating disturbance in the meeting. And Pinky Yadav too. Ma'am, kindly mute yourself. Thank you so much. It actually gives me immense pleasure to see you all today. This is not an orientation, not a formal beginning, but it is an opportunity for us to come together, understand each other, build a strong partnership, growth, and success for our children. At St. Angel, we believe that education goes beyond academics. It is all about discipline, it is all about values, safety, responsibility, and overall development of the child. Today's session is actually designed to give you a clear understanding how we function here in St. Angels and what we are expecting from students and parents. First of all, we'll come to the point, road safety. I've shared one circular also day before yesterday. These are the school timings. Ma'am, coming to the next slide. I hope you all are very well versed with the school timings. The school timings for Balvatika is 8:30 to 12:30, and for Balvatika 2 to 3 children it is 8 to 12:30. But for others, as they are coming formally to the senior section, grade 1 to 12 onwards, so school timings are 8 to 2:10, depending on the class and the department. For classes first and second, it is 2:10. Then for middle section and third and fourth, it's 2:10, 2:20, followed by senior classes 2:20 onwards. So dispersal is happening from gate number 2. In the morning, school gate will be closed by 8:10. After, no student is allowed to enter the school. We were talking about road safety, the circular which I already shared with you people. Honey ma'am, could you please come up with the next slide? Road safety. The previous one. Thank you, ma'am. I would first of all like to address this important aspect, road safety. It's very, very important. You people are coming and dropping your children in the morning. It's a shared responsibility between the school, parents, and students all. So parents are requested not to park their vehicles in front of the school gate, as actually it creates unnecessary congestion on the route. Please follow traffic rules and avoid honking near the school premises. Student must be taught to cross the road safely and responsibly. So we are expecting the same from parents as well. And younger children should always be accompanied by adult only. Discipline on the road reflects discipline in life. So we expect our students to follow it sincerely. Then we were having lot many issues related to transport also, wherein parents are not dropping their children on time. In resultant, buses are reaching late to their school. Our school transport system is also designed keeping student safety as the top priority. Buses are well maintained, follow safety norms. Each bus has a trained attendant to supervise students, but still student must maintain proper discipline inside the buses. Parents must ensure that child reaches the bus stop on time, as buses will not wait now onwards. Any change in the route or pickup, if parents are coming to pick the child by self, kindly inform in advance to the class teacher. One more aspect, if class teachers are occupied, she is not able to take your call during working hours, immediately inform this at reception so she can convey the message to the class teacher or to the department in charge, the same context. So the journey to and fro from the school is an extension for school environment, and we are expecting the same discipline there as well. Coming to the next point, classroom etiquettes. Again, it's a very important aspect for everybody. The journey actually starts from home, then coming to school. So classroom etiquettes and student behavior. I hope the students are also seated with the parents today. Yes, if not, kindly join your parents. Coming into the picture. When we talk about success, it is only not about marks. It's all about our habits. It's all about our attitude. Correct? So we are expecting this, every child to follow the basic principles. Listen attentively whenever you are sitting in the class. Kindly follow the instructions. Ma'am, kindly come to the previous slide, Hani ma'am. Come back. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Be respectful. Be polite. Be kind towards others. This is not all about your teachers. This is all about your parents, your elders, your grandparents, neighbors, everybody. Maintain discipline in class. Be punctual. And senior classes students, we are facing this problem in school. Please don't bring any gadget. Parents, you are requested to monitor them. Though we are checking, frisking is required. Harish sir is doing that. But still, do not send gadgets in school. Come in proper and neat uniform every day. Till class 12th, you are a part of school, so we are expecting you to come in proper uniform only. These are not just rules, these are our life skills. We are also expecting the students to take this responsibility for their learning. Kindly bring books and notebooks as per the timetable. Parents, we have already shared the timetable in their almanac. Do check it and ask your ward to bring their notebooks and books along with their supplementary books as per the timetable only. If you are not able to find it, if you are not able to locate it, kindly drop it into the chat box. Whatever we are communicating to you, if you are having any doubt, you can raise your concern in the chat box. Our technical staff, they are keeping a note of it. They are taking into consideration. And students, if you are not aware, and parents are also, if you are not aware about their activities, so we people are preparing the achievement notebook also here in St. Angel. So please tell your board they have to participate actively in all classroom and school activities. Because after completion of each term, we are taking average of that particular child. We are preparing notebooks for each and every child. There are 5, 5, 6 pages which we are preparing, your teachers are preparing for each child. So every child is unique and important for us as well. Coming to the next one, punctuality, attendance and school policies. Honey ma'am, thank you. Kindly keep it on this slide only. Punctuality is essential. This is for everybody. Minimum 75% attendance is mandatory as per CBSE rules. Regular attendance ensures continuity and better performance. So all leaves must be applied through the platform. That is your almanac. There is a proper format given in the diary. It's a prescribed format. Take a photocopy and share it to the class teacher. Half day leaves is allowed only in case of emergency. And if there is any change in the pickup, please inform the class teacher well in advance. If you people are coming, for example, mother is coming or a father is coming and someday we are sending somebody else, so kindly drop in the message at reception number along with the photo and your acknowledgement that you are sending so and so to pick up your ward. These rules are for safety and proper tracking of every child. And then coming to the next one, dispersal system and parent cooperation, which is actually important. We are seeking your support. This concern is very important. I would like to address every parent for the same thing. We have observed that some parents coming to the gate in a hurried manner. They are calling out teacher's name and the student name and expecting immediate handover of the child. So kindly understand, I would like to clearly state this. This will not be entertained now onwards. Parents must come inside the school. Proper handover must take place from the class teacher only, and queue system must be followed. Because I have already shared the timings with everybody that only 5 parents at a time will be allowed to collect. I'm expecting not to create mess, because if you're coming on scheduled timings, for primary it's 210, for middle it's 220, and for senior it's 220 onwards. So every parent can come and they can take easily, they can take handover of that particular child from the class teachers. And if you are expecting that you are coming and you are asking for the name and we are handing over the child from the gate only, it would be a really cumbersome task for one PT of school, because there are many children in school. So the quantity and the quality, it matters. We have lot many students, so we are expecting to come in time and take handover one by one. Once the five parents left from the school gate, we will be entertaining next five. And same way, we are catering others. We request parents to adhere strictly to the timings, and if everyone tries to rush, stand outside the gate and call out names, it becomes very difficult to manage the situation. I would like to leave you with one thought. If by any chance something goes wrong, then who will be taking responsibility of the same thing? Though we are here to care, but we also request you to have patience. We request all parents to cooperate, maintain patience, and follow the system designed for your child's safety, because these are our children as well. Next, ma'am. These are the important aspects and updates which I have taken till now. Next, ma'am. Could you please come up with the next slide, Honey, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to take a few minutes to brief you about academic progress and systems in school. I'm pleased to share that classes are progressing smoothly, effectively, and to ensure quality learning, we are conducting regular and random notebook checks. These checks are not limited to the teachers alone, but these are monitored by Incharges, these are monitored by HODs, subjective HODs, and by me also. Based on these observations, timely feedback is also provided to the students, timely feedback is also provided to the teachers as well. And if you have any suggestions related notebooks, you please come up. You can share the note in their alumni. Necessary instructions are also given to teachers if required, and the students also. This continuous monitoring ensures that teaching learning process remains effective and consistent. If we talk about monitoring and accountability to maintain discipline and smooth functioning, we have implemented a duty and monitoring system wherein chart is given to all, which hierarchy we are following here. First of all, parents can convey their concerns to the class teacher, then they can come to the department in charge or the coordinators, and then they can come and meet me also. I'm available for all the parents all the time. You can take appointment at reception and come and meet me if you have any difficulty understanding any of the thing related to school academics. Next, coming to the assessment pattern. Here, our assessment pattern is very comprehensive, though we are following the same thing, whatever Rohini branch is introduced. So, we are an old school. This assessment system is in comprehensive and a very balanced form. We are covering all aspects of child's development. So this is to apprise you that we are evaluating the students through their PTs, their unit tests, their notebooks, which they are preparing nicely. I'm very happy to share that everyone is writing so nicely, so well, starting from Balvatika 3. We are able to see the difference. We are evaluating their subject enrichment activities we are taking throughout their journey of 12 months, their multiple assessment, their attendance, which is also a regular feature, and their term exam, half yearly and the final ones. If we talk about the clubs and holistic development of a child, we strongly believe in holistic development, and therefore we request the students to come and participate actively in various clubs. As you are able to see, we have introduced French also, French club this year, literary club, Trinity club, Seva club, cultural club, health and happiness club were also introduced last year only. These platforms help students explore their interest, build their confidence and life skill also. So this is something new in middle department. This is the new addition related to Kaushal Bodh and financial literacy. If we talk about these two are skill subject, which CBSE has introduced this year only, This time you must have received the book also for Kaushal Bodh and Financial Literacy from school side. So in addition to academics, here we are focusing on skill-based education. Number one, Kaushal Bodh. Number two, financial literacy, starting from 6th, 7th, and 8th. And last not the least is sports participation and physical development. This is also very, very important. We encourage every child to actively participate and discover their strength. That is why we have introduced sports. Though we have limited time, we have constraints. We cannot introduce sports every day, though it's imbibed in their timetable. But full-fledgedly, the way we were doing starting from 7:15 earlier, we got to know that bus users are not able to join the games period or the games duration starting from 7:15 because they're coming late. They maybe reaches by 8:15 or 8:20 to the school premises. So it's a feature this year we have started Friday full-fledged. Ma'am, please come up to the next slide. We have started with a full-fledged timetable in Friday's routine and schedule. So starting from 8 to 10 o'clock, we have introduced multiple games. As you know, Angelites are expected to come 6 days in a week, except second Saturday and the fourth one, because we have designed a structure in such a way second Saturday is usually off for everybody, for teachers also because they also need a break sometimes. And students, 4 Saturdays also we are utilizing for PTMs or functions or events. That is why you are allowed to come and join in for first and third Saturday of school, which was today itself. So students were present today itself. Next, ma'am. House uniform is expected. Parents were asking. They had queries related to this uniform also, especially new one. They were asking about the uniform, so kindly note it down. House uniform is expected on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. The students are not permitted any accessories such as bangles, smartwatches, bracelets in school, and don't encourage your child to put henna and nail paint. Girls are also expected to be in two plates, supporting blue band. Fancy or color bands are not permitted at all. Boys are also expected to keep their hair trimmed. Otherwise, I would be definitely calling barber hair in school. Next, be sensitive about whom with your child is mixing up. Do have a look at the school diary on regular basis and keep a close watch on your child's progress. If possible, keep your signature always regularly. If you're checking and monitoring your board's diary, put in your signature as well. So class teachers are checking in during dispersal and they are putting their signatures, whatever they have filled. And I'm requesting you to please send nutritious breakfast and lunch. Avoid sending junk food. Parents are requested to cover all the notebooks in junior section, in pre-primary and primary section. And in senior and middle, please ask your ward to do so. Because we need books need to be labeled. If I'm checking something, if my Incharges are checking something and it is not labeled without name, so I'm not able to hand it over that particular book to that particular student. This is the problem we are facing. So kindly do so, kindly label all the notebooks and books to this. Next, ma'am. Dear parents, no half-day leave is granted to the students on the basis of urgent work. Emergency is considered only in the case of illness or the child is not well and we are calling you from school or any mishap in the family. Leave applications must be sent in advance or with the student when he comes back and joining school from next following day. In case of illness, medical certificate must be provided to the school, then only we are able to put in ML in the report card. One more thing I would like to apprise about the report cards. There are parents who are coming in and asking it to put grades in the report card. See, it's very, very difficult for us to put in grades or the marks against the child subject where he was absent or she was absent. The reason being, if we have provided any medical certificate to us, the child was ill or not well, we would be putting ML. If you have not provided anything, so we have to put AB. But make it a point how we are able to mark a percentage or grade a child was absent that day. That is why in totality we are not able to grade him on the basis of that particular subject. But yes, he or she will be promoted to the next class on the basis of other subject grades. Please do not send your sick child to school. It puts other children also under risk. No leave shall be granted in any condition during assessment except illness or mishap in the family. So plan your programs accordingly. Next one. Almanac to be brought to the school daily. That is why we handed over all the almanac this time during PTM only, and also need to check it on daily basis and sign it. On facing this difficulty in senior departments, so parents, you are requested to check their almanac status as well. The students have to come in proper uniform with black and white shoes as per the designated days. This is all about robotics. We have introduced robotics books also this year. Otherwise, we had introduced last to last year only. This has been introduced as the integral part of our curriculum, class 1 onwards. And textbooks have also been prepared to support students in their learning journey. So now you can keep a track, you can keep a look of that book also. Secondly, you had concern regarding communication, regarding the language. So we had introduced LLP. Again, we have implemented and incorporated it into the system again into the language learning program. That stands for LLP to strengthen their linguistic skills and overall communication abilities. And the journey continues. The school is sustaining its morning games initiative. For example, we have introduced cricket, taekwondo, badminton, rope skipping, basketball, yoga, agility training, and table tennis as a part of morning games. So accordingly, child can come in, parents can send the consent, and they can participate. Every Wednesday and Friday, cricket sessions, and every Friday, all the games as per schedules. It does not mean we are not introducing games or yoga sessions in the timetable. As per the class timetable, we have introduced other games as well. For example, they have the yoga period regularly, they have their games period regularly, aerobics period, Zumba period. This is all about the games part, which I have explained to you. And last to last day, I had shared one circular related to CBSE games registration. There are categories and there are games listed. Accordingly, you can send the consent to the school PT or to the class teacher. We will be registering your child in CBSE registration. We are furthering our commitment to future ready skills through our specialized programs. Advanced technology, continuous engagement, AI and robotics, because we have AI 9th onwards, robotics till 8th, starting from grade 1. Cognitive skills, various clubs, as I told you, Trinity, Logical, STEM, Cultural Happiness, we have already introduced, which we are taking and conducting on Wednesdays only. And last is all about parental resource. Parents, whatever we are sharing, this is for you only, not for the student. If they are coming and copying something from the devices, if they are using screen, please bound them, tell them no, because we are covering each and everything in school. But this is something where we feel there's a communication gap between parents and school teachers, whatever they are conveying and committing to the parents, that we need to cover it up from monthly planner and from other activities. Please make a note of it. We are sharing HLP, home learning plan, wherein you can check whatever we give in the classwork and whatever you have to do are aligned with HLPs. Again, this is for your support. Monthly and subjective planner, which we are sharing whatever we have covered in this month on what we will be covering in upcoming week. Activity planner, we have shared for entire month in April, and the same way we will be sharing in further upcoming months as well. Students are guided on managing stress and emotions effectively. We see a drastic change in their behavior. Grade 9 onwards, a supportive and friendly classroom environment is fostered to ensure emotional comfort. So, school promotes open communication between teachers, between students and parents. Activities such like mindful sessions we are organizing, relaxation exercises and counseling also, if required, we are providing to the students. Next to Honeyman. This is all about the promoting physical and well-being. Though we are physically active, we also enhance physical activities in their routine. Next one. Last, I'm ending up I would like to invite our respective in charges who will be guiding you through that department, and they will be able to give you a deeper understanding of our academic process. Thank you for your time and cooperation, parent. I would like to introduce Ritu ma'am, our Balbatika coordinator. Ritu ma'am,
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your
hand you over to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, dear parents. Thank you for joining us today. So, we begin by telling you the teaching methodology that we follow in the Balvatika. For the Balvatika, since the students are aged 3 to 6, we are using a play based and activity oriented learning. The learning is enhanced through stories, rhymes, and different games, and also the motor skills are supported. Focus here is basically on language building, building communication skills, numeracy skills, as well as the gross and fine motor skills. We encourage theme based and real life connections through role plays and other speaking skill activities by which the students can learn from their environment. And class sizes being small, we try and give individual attention to each and every child. Use of visual and hands-off activities is supported, especially during in the Balvatika, and the continuous observation-based assessment is done. Assessment pattern at the existing parents are aware it is the 4 cycle pattern, and the new parents who have joined us this session, I would like to inform you that we are running the entire assessment pattern and divided into the 4 parts: cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, and cycle 4, from Balvatika 1 to Balvatika 3. Now, I would request Shweta ma'am to please continue with the slides here. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, dear parents. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all. I would like to familiarize you with the following. So, these here are the few glimpses of subjective activities. Honey, ma'am, please change the slide. Festival celebrations, special days are there, and co-curricular engagement. Now, here are the few guidelines for parents. Dear parents, please note the child notebooks, water bottles should be labeled with child name and class. Students has to carry napkin, apron, water bottle, lunch and fruit tiffin, almanac and homework, books and notebooks. Parents are requested to check almanac daily. It is an important tool for two-way communication between parents and teachers. In case of any query, feel free to communicate with the teacher. Daily updates will be shared with the parents via class WhatsApp group, and a child will not be handed over to any unknown person without prior message from parents at school phone. Ma'am, please change the slide. So, birthday celebration will be there as it's a very important day for all of us. The school celebrates birthday of it's each preschooler in school. Next, coming to the next slide,
birthday
here are
celebration.
the few glimpses of birthday celebrations. You can have a look. Now, the subjects which will be covered, the main subjects English, Hindi, Math, EVS, GK, and Art. This will be the subjects. Next, now this will be the assessment pattern which we followed, comprises of total cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4. Cycle 1 will be conducted in July, cycle 2 will be in September, cycle 3 in December, and cycle 4 in Feb or March. Next one, coming to the next. So the assessment system will be accessed across different domains and subjects like maths, EVS, studies, and book maintenance. Syllabus and dates will be shared with the parents well in advance. Now, coming to the next point, the assessment pattern for classes 1 and 2 in the primary department will be comprises of like main subjects which will be covered
English in the math EVS, and the supplementary subjects will be oral only, that is GK, value education, computer, robotics. Now the assessment will be done. You can have a look. Again, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, and cycle 4 will be oral and written, comprises of. So you can have a look under the cycle 1. The judgment will be on the base of oral assessment, subject enrichment activity, written assessment, attendance, holiday homework. 2 will be of 60 marks. Examination scheme, this is will be for class 1 and 2 from April to September. Now next one, examination scheme from October to March. Cycle 3 and cycle 4 will be of 60 marks. So this will be the exam pattern. I don't think will you be able to note it down. So you can just click a picture of this. Ma'am, please come to the next. So this will be the marking scheme. You can have a look. Ma'am, coming to the next point. So same the assessment pattern for classes 3rd and 4th. In term 1, we have divided into PT1 and half yearly exams. PT1 will be of 20 marks, and again half yearly exams we have divided it into main subjects will be of 50 marks, and the other half yearly has been divided into the following: portfolio, SCA, MA, holiday homework, notebook 5 marks plus attendance 5 marks. Ma'am, please next slide. Term 2 will be conducted in October to March. Again, term 1 will be divided into PT2 and final year exams.
तो एक बीच में माइक खोल के बोलनी है इसमें रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है
Now I would like to request Ms. Devika ma'am to continue.
अपना म्यूट करना
Subjects 7th and 8th, and the objectives encourage hands-on learning, build confidence in practice.
Devika, ma'am, kindly turn on your camera.
So Kaushal Bodh is a skill-based subject for grade 6, 7th and 8th by the CBSE this time. And the objectives behind is to encourage hands-on learning, build confidence and practical knowledge, prepare students for real-world work environments, discover their interests and talents, learn practical skills beyond textbooks, and become self-reliant and career ready. Though we have books for the same, the students have been given the book for Kaushal Board in their book set as well. Now, next slide. We have another subject, financial literacy subject, that has been introduced for grade 6, 7th and 8th. Hani ma'am, next slide. The subject aims to build understanding of earning, saving, spending, and investing money, develop skills in budgeting and financial planning, create awareness about banking services, digital payments, and financial safety, encourage responsible use of money and informed financial choices, promote understanding of concepts like interest, loans, insurance, taxes, and entrepreneurship. The book has been provided for the same. We do have exercises and worksheets based on the same. And Every Saturdays has been designated for Kaushal Bodh and financial literacy, as the timetable for every Saturday has been shared, so you must have noted the same. For the assessment pattern of these two, financial literacy and Kaushal Bodh, the focus would be on practical understanding of the child, project based evaluation. In a year, the child has to make three projects out of the three forms, and at the end of the year, we would be having a Kaushal Mela, that is exhibition, where the students would be displaying their exhibits, whatever they have made throughout the year, those three projects. Class participation, worksheets and assignments. There would be no theoretical exam for the same. Another, the very major important thing, parents, I would like you to pay attention to this implementation of third language by the CBSE. And this time, this has been implemented for grade 6 and applicable for grade 10 board exams by the year 2031. Now, to simplify it, the language rules are that at least two languages must be Indian, and the same language cannot be repeated. Example, if you have opted Hindi in R1 and R2, again it cannot be opted for R2. And Sanskrit now has been included as the main and core subject. Parents, I would like to have your attention over here that
Yes,
Sanskrit
very
has been
important.
introduced.
Yes, I'm sorry for disruption, Devika ma'am. Parents of middle department, this is something very, very important because we have introduced French club also, wherein we are teaching French as a fourth language starting from class 5. But if in case they would like to choose between Sanskrit and French, this is not allowed because we had received the circular last 2 years back also, where we had an idea that they will be introducing, and here also this time they are very much rigid and focused and firm. They have given the clear guidelines regarding the first language, second language, two language should be native. So we are in here in this region. So accordingly, we have Hindi and Sanskrit also, which we cannot hear in the first language and the second native language. Third, we are teaching English, as a foreign language, where we have already designed the curriculum for English. So French cannot be considered as the third language in place of English. So this is the only option where we have introduced, but in formal curriculum we have not introduced French, or we cannot do that. We are totally bound from the CBSE side because the students, those are in grade 6th now, they will be having the subject Sanskrit in their grade 9th and 10th also. So this is also mandatory. And think about it, if by any chance they will be reading the subject Sanskrit, which will be totally new for them once they will be appearing in 9th and 10th. They are not able to secure passing marks even. So this is the logic behind it. That is why we have opted or already registered for Hindi, Sanskrit likewise, and third is English. Thank you. Devika ma'am, I'm sorry for interruption. Please continue.
No worries, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I think that parents, it's pretty clear. Please make a note that first language would be Hindi, second Sanskrit, and third, of course, English. So there is no option as such for French, though we are giving classes, but it would be burdensome for the child if he or she opts. It would be an extra subject. So in total, he or she would have to appear for four subjects. So kindly make a note and opt for the language specially very, very carefully. Next slide, ma'am. Now this is the examination pattern for grade 5. I'm talking about term 1 is from April to September, in which we have PT1, we have written paper 20 marks, and we have marks for portfolio, in which they would be filing in their SEAs, MAs, any exceptional achievement, their any craft, any artwork they have done, any competition they have participated and got a certificate for the same. So these all would be included in their portfolio. It carries 5 marks. Subject enrichment activity, we do have a syllabus and we give the date sheet accordingly. Same for multiple assessment, then holiday homework, attendance, and notebook. Each of them carries 5 marks, which makes a total of 30 marks. Then final half yearly exam we have of 50 marks. Same pattern is followed in term 2, that is from October to March. Ma'am, next slide. For 6th, 7th, and 8th, we have term 1, PT1, written paper, 20 marks. Then portfolio, now here from 6th, 7th, and 8th, we have 2 marks for portfolio. And as I told that what all they have to file in their portfolio files, it has to be maintained. 2 marks for portfolio, subject enrichment 2 marks, multiple assessment 2 marks, holiday homework 2 marks, attendance 2 marks, which makes a total of 10 marks. Their half yearly paper is of 80 marks and total term 1 examination is becomes 100 marks as such. Next slide, ma'am. Term 2 follows the same. Next slide. Now I would request Senior Coordinator Mrs. Pratibha ma'am to take forward the assessment pattern from grade 9 to 12th. Thank you everyone.
Pratibha ma'am, good afternoon ma'am. Kindly unmute your mic. We are not able to hear you out. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Pratibha Singh Sehrawat. I am the Senior Coordinator. Welcome you all to the orientation again. So today I will be discussing about the how we are managing our class 9 to 12, all the co-curricular, curricular and their assessment. So we start with co-scholastic grades. In this, we will be taking care of health and physical education, art education, work education, that will be rated on the basis of the grade ABC. And this here we have discipline as well, which will be given, the grades will be given by the class teacher. And as the kids are growing, when they are moving towards the senior group, they are growing. So for them, keeping a check on the discipline is must. So that is also included in their grading system. Next slide, ma'am. Now, when the students are coming in classes 9th to 12th, they need to register in the board because they have to give their board exams. So, the registration starts from class 9th onward. So, dear parents, there's a request from our side that make sure that all your documents should be aligned. Aligned means that all the spelling should be correct and your Aadhaar card, date of birth, whatever the spelling of the parent and the student, name, spelling, date of birth, all the information should be correct so that while we are filing it, we are putting it on the CBSE portal, we should not face any issues. So please kindly check all your document details. So whenever you will be submitting us, so that should be correct and it should be same for all the 3 people, the mother, father and the student. Next slide, ma'am.
So it's
Now
very
we told
important for the parents, those are registering their ward in grade 9. Once it would be coming and reflecting in the mark sheet, it cannot be changed. And this is not in our hand because we are registering it to CBSE and CBSE is closing it. So we have limited time left. If a child has appeared in grade 9 and we are going to fill the registration form very soon. So if any discrepancy is there in Aadhaar card or if any discrepancy is there in the birth certificate or in the names, so kindly get it rectified. Your name and your child's name, both. You please continue, Pradyumna.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, parents, so kindly be careful about it. Kindly get your all the documents checked today, possible if it is there. Academic commitment, like when we are talking about the attendance, it should be 100%, no doubt. But like if the child is not well, if he has some or other commitment, like any marriage or something is there, so at least minimum 75% attendance is mandatory. Below that, the child will not able to get an admit card in his board exams. And in ninth as well, going to 10th, that 75% attendance is mandatory. So parents make sure that the child should be regular to the school so that easily he or she can maintain his regular attendance. And next, alumni. As you know that diary is the communication by which we can send the message to you whatever work we have done or anything if we want to convey to you. So make sure that you have to check the diaries. As for the senior students, I especially want to mention parents, when the kids are small, when they are young, they themselves bringing their diaries and showing it to you. But when they grown up, they prefer more to hide it. So please make sure that you have to inform them and you will keep a check that whether the child is like completing all his work, because if the work is incomplete somewhere or the other, we are mentioning that in the diary. So from there you can keep a check. Next, the reporting time is 8 a.m. sharp, as ma'am has already told. But I want to add one more thing to it, that if any child is coming late, suppose sometimes because of some reason the child may come late, fine. But if the child is coming late for more than 3 days in a month, then child will be sent back. Because some of the students, when they are allowed to come late to the school, they make it as a habit and they start coming late daily. So dear parents, kindly note for only for 3 days. If any reason is there, they have. So you please mention it in the diary that this is the reason the child will be late today, and that will be considered. Otherwise, after 3 late, the child will be sent back again home. And students need to come in proper uniform as per the days, as well as the socks and shoes should also be proper. When it should be wear black and when it should be wear white, the students know it nicely because they have grown up, they have learned it from the beginning of the school. So please make sure that the students are coming to the school in the proper uniform, because please make sure when they are moving out, so please check their nails, their haircut should be proper, because every time like we are telling them, but we need a support from parents as well. Now if we come to their academics, so we will have, if we talk about term 1, we will have two periodic tests. Both will be of 20 marks each. One of the periodic tests will be oral. In that, child show that we can work on the child speaking skills as well. Then we have half yearly exam, which will be of 80 marks, and 20 marks will be related to internal, in which the child performance in portfolio, PTs, SE and MA will be counted there. Next slide, ma'am. And in terms, and final exams will be of 80 marks and 20 marks will be considered as the internal marks, in which the student have to complete all the files or whatever the work the child got for the whole session, has to submit in the form of its files, portfolio, and all need to be submitted to the subject teacher before the final exams. Next slide, ma'am. Now, if we come to class 10th also has similar pattern in term 1. They also have 2 PTs, half yearly exam. Now, if we move to term 2, as they will be appearing for board, so they will have pre-board exams as well, so that they will have a thorough preparation of their subject. The whole syllabus will be checked over there, and then we have one more practice exam, which is pre-annual exam. In that also they will have the complete syllabus test, so that they will able to prepare for their board nicely. Next slide, ma'am. Next. Now class 10th, two things I want to specify as per CBSE. First of all, till last year, how the CBSE was giving the marks, they were the passing percentage was 33. This year also the passing percentage is 33. But previously they were getting that 33% by the addition of what they got in theory and what they got in practical pass. From this year, the student need to pass in theory separately and in practical separately. That means in both the cases, child has to score 33% and 33% in both, so that the first child will get promoted to the next class. So whereas this year, there is no totaling of the marks, that by total the child will able to pass, given this guideline that child has to get passed separately in theory and as well as the internal marks. Secondly, in class 10th, for the internal marks, we will be collecting few documents, and I expect my student that after half yearly exam, they will submit their documents so that it will be easier for them. Their writing work will be completed, and they can focus more on their practice for the board exams. So we have day that or by 30th September, they all have to submit all their documents, because by this time all the syllabus will be completed. So they have to submit all their practical files, their physics, chemistry, maths, science, whatever files they will be maintaining, they have to submit that, their portfolio. Strand 1, which is related to their health and physical education. Strand 2 will be your yoga, and Seva file are the activities which will be doing for the whole year. Next slide now. Now for class 11, we have term 1 and term 2. Here also we have 3 unit tests which is of 25 marks, and then we have half yearly and annual exams. They will be of 70 or 80 marks as per the subject, and we will have the practicals parallelly. And for the whole year also, kids are going to the practical labs and doing all the hands-on experiments with themselves. Next slide, ma'am. One important thing I want to mention, parents, for all the parents 9 to 12, that retest will not be taken for absentees. If the child is not well, so either medical will be submitted, okay, but there is no scope of retest. So make sure that if the child is not well, if the child can come and write the exam and can leave for that day. If the child is not keeping well, then that way we can manage. But the scope of retest is not there. And when one of the exam they miss in the session, obviously at the end they affect their position in the classes. So make sure that they will perform, yeah, they will give all the unit periodic test, whatever is coming for the whole year. It is there for all the classes. That retest will not be conducted. So now if we come to class 12, so again the same pattern we will follow, that we will have UTs. So first UT1 and UT2 will be there before half yearly exam, which is of 25 marks. Then we will have the practice of the bigger exams, that half yearly they will write, which is of 70 and 80. Then pre-board 1, which is related to their whole syllabus, so that they'll get a thorough practice of this. This pre-board will be done in November, and pre-annual exam will be done in the classes also parallelly, so that we can help child in performing better in his upcoming exams. And the child will also get a practice session for the practical work, so that when they are coming, when the internals are coming to take the practical exam, they will be thorough with their practical work. Next slide now. And similar instructions I am giving class 12, because I have observed sometimes that few students are not sometime by the end of October, November. And I think that is the time when they should completely focus on their upcoming exam. Then completing files is not the right decision. So every student, it is compulsory for you all to submit your all the documents by 30th of September. Every work we have taken is after half yearly, so that you will get ample time during your summer break also to complete your task, and the remaining task can be completed after your half yearly exam get over. So make sure that you will be submitting all the files on your time to your respective subject teachers. Next slide now. And I want to announce that we will be having our investiture ceremony, in which we will be having our council students, our head boy, head girl, and different counselors. So that we will be that will be there on 23rd of May. And dear parents, I also want to say that admissions are going on for all the classes, and especially class 10th, 11th, as the board result has come. Okay, so if now one very important part, that whenever kids are coming to my group, so I have few expectations. In my group, I have mentioned this as a special separate slide, because the group we are tackling is a teenager group. We are which are growing, and they are sometimes think that we are grown up. whatever we are doing is correct, and they take resist to understand the things. Okay, so there are some expectation as a coordinator from my students that there should be discipline in terms of ki when they are reporting to the class, what time they are reporting to this class, how their hairstyle should be. They should be disciplined, they should behave like a perfect student who is going to a school. We are not coming here for fashion parade. Yeah, the nails, the neatness, everything, and these points are there, parents, which you can teach them till class 12th. Later on in college, these things I think will be overlooked because they have to work on other things. That's why. Fine. So please make sure that students be disciplined whenever they are coming to the class and they are reaching to this school. Next comes to their behavior that whenever they are talking to their teachers, whenever they are talking to their peer group, so there should be a code of conduct. So I think they should behave properly. Say they should behave, I think, calmly, sweetly, because they should know, as a, like, suppose if they are somebody is talking to them rudely, they will also not like that. So they should understand what behavior you are expecting from others, so that way you should also learn to behave properly. Next comes very important, language and remarks. Language, as we all know that we are now globalization is there, so we should all speak in English. English is a like globalized language, so we should speak in English. But I have observed that few students talk in their native language. As per school, we can either use Hindi or English. These native languages are not supposed to be spoken in the school. So make sure that at least I need your support, that you keep guiding the kids. Slowly and gradually, they will surely improve in their work. Okay, and second very important, remarks. Whenever students are talking to each other, so some bad remarks related to that the child is, if the child is not performing well, if the child is like some other casters, I must not say that, but in few of the things which the other child won't able to take that remark, and that child may react aggressively. So make sure that your behavior, your language, and your remarks should be under control, so that you will not land into a problematic situation. Next, roaming in the school corridors. Whenever the periods are changing, like suppose the first period get over, it is going to second period. It was found that few students keeps on roaming in the corridor. And this platform, I'm just clearing that if the student is found roaming uselessly in the corridors without any work, without any passes, or the child may get suspended. So parents make sure that when it is required, they have to go to drink water or they have to go to washroom, they are allowed to go. But roaming here and there uselessly is not allowed. And if the point on washroom, I am going to focus that sometimes we have observed that sometimes the kids use washroom as a place to gather and to discuss the matter, in which over there they were found groupism against few of the student as well as few of the matters, which is not at all accepted. If the students are found in doing any groupism on any point of the place, they will be suspended or the action will be taken against them. Because this type of groupism, you are just coming here to study, focus on your study and go back home. Rest, groupism and all, you should not be the part of that. And next comes underage driving. Dear parents, as we all know, the legal age for driving is 18. So make sure that kids are not getting their vehicles to the school. I know that few of the kids who are residing nearby only, they are also coming on scooties. Please promote them. Please ask them that they should come walking, because that will help in their health as well, and they will not be breaking any rule as per the traffic. So make sure that parents, as till class 12, most of the students are under till below 18 with us. So make sure that you're not sending your kids with the scooty or car. Okay, that may hinder, that may affect them anytime in their life. Monitoring and checks, parents, as uh, these kids are growing up. Fine. So at this stage, the kids start hiding few things from the parents, from us as well. So make sure that by your method, keep a check. Like suppose if the child is, the school get over by maximum by 2:20 or 2:30. If the child is reaching at home at 3:30, so you should ask where the child was there for 1 hour. So please keep a check that child is reporting on time, whether the child is putting back on time or not. If the child was late, the where the child was, and like the checking of the almanac and all. So if as a parent, if we can keep some check at few of the points, so easily and very easily easily we can keep our child, like we can protect our child from getting distracted from the right path. And so that your support will also help us in improving the child's overall performance and overall growth as a good human being. And now these are all the department in charges. We have Balvatika Ms. Ritu Sethi ma'am, primary Shweta Verma ma'am, middle school Devika Sharma ma'am, senior me Pratibha Singh Sehrawat. So dear parents, thanks a lot for being a part of this session. And here we have our school numbers on which for any query you can get connected on this number. As you know that I would just say phone can be a big reason for the distractions. So that's why the students and student, nobody is supposed to use the phone in the school premises. So that's why if you have any query, you can get connected with the school number. You can take a screenshot of this so that you can any in emergency we get the message from there. And parents, right now also if you have any query, do write in the chat box. We will get back to you for sure within the 48 hours of all the queries you have. And right now also if anybody, any parents want to ask, they may ask their query. Okay, thank you parents. Thanks a lot for your presence in the orientation. Thank you.